Aloha everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I am Tefa, and today I'm going to be sharing with you all my story into how ayahuasca helped me heal depression, anxiety, suicidal behavior, and drug addiction. And I am so happy to be able to be here sharing this story with you all. For me, this is a very sacred story. It's something that comes from within my heart. It is one of my most intense stories. I don't really think that I can go into all those ceremonies and what each ceremony was in this video, but if you're interested in my experiences with the medicine in each particular ceremony, let me know in the comments and then I'll get to those videos. But this video, it's been something that a lot of people have inspired me to do, that have told me that I should be sharing my story with you all. Okay, I have been sitting in ceremony since 2017. I came into ceremony for the first time right before my 22nd birthday. I had asked God, what should I give myself for my birthday? And usually I would just party like crazy, but I really was on my journey of wanting to heal myself of all those things that were holding me back. Since I was 12 years old, I had been depressed. I had tried to kill myself 3 times. Started using and abusing drugs when I was 15, and after that it was just like a spiral down, and I was like in this vicious cycle where my depression will make me want to use drugs, and then when I was coming down of the drugs I will go back to depression and anxiety, and it will make me want to kill myself, and I will have all these awful thoughts about killing myself and not wanting to be here on this earth because it was just not comfortable. But I didn't know why, or well, I didn't want to look at it why and what was causing me to be so blocked. Started learning about childhood trauma and the inner child, and started to learn a little bit about chakras, started to learn about yoga and meditation, and started to practice this. 8 months prior to drinking the medicine, I had been talking to a friend of mine who told me about the medicine for the very first time, and she's like, hey, there's this medicine, it's called ayahuasca, it will really help you heal and look within yourself and figure out what are the things that are not serving you and how to fix them. And I was like, you know what, that doesn't sound like something I can do. It sounds really heavy. I'm not ready for that. I just wanted to party and have fun and be kind of ultra spiritual but not really do the work. Well, when my 22nd birthday came up, that was all the guidance that was coming through, like, you have to do it. I was sitting down in meditation, and I remember I asked, what can I give myself for my birthday? And I had my eyes closed, and it was the very first time I saw an actual vision through my third eye, and it was the letters ayahuasca. And I got up the bed and I was like, no, no, this is not what I want to do. You're crazy. And I was in a little bit of a shock for a few hours, but then I kept processing and processing the energy, and I realized that yes, this is what you have to do. I was in a bad place in my life, so I didn't have a car, and I was in a very toxic relationship. But I decided that I was gonna get on a train and travel to this other city and get picked up by someone that I didn't know to go to a ceremony with a shaman that I didn't know about, just had heard. My friend had told me about it. He was very well known and apparently had helped a lot of people. I came into ceremony on June 16, 2017, and oh my god, the first ceremony was so psychological. It was all about seeing how my childhood trauma was affecting me in my life since I was really young, and how I was carrying those things around, and I thought that, or I wanted them not to affect me, but they were affecting me because I wouldn't look at them because they were really painful. I was sexually abused when I was young, and I didn't understand how that affected me so tremendously on the way that I was perceiving the world and how much I wanted to numb my emotions My childhood wasn't a pretty one, and I just didn't want to think about it, but it was something that was being held in my energetic field, and my spirit was wounded and needed healing. So after the first ceremony, I knew that this was something that I needed to do. Like, I purged so much darkness, and just after coming back from ceremony, my relationship with my mom changed completely, and we were able to, for the first time, I really forgave her for the things that had happened to me when she wasn't there, and I was able to really get into a place where I connected with her in a deeper level and really love her and forgave her and ask for forgiveness. After the first ceremony, it was so beautiful how my life started to unfold and how I kept making these connections on the things that I needed to fix or in how to heal them, because the medicine kept showing me, oh look, this is the way that you have to go, these are the steps that you have to take. The difficulty was in taking the steps, because most of the time was like leaving something, letting go of people, stop going out to parties, stop putting yourself into those spaces that will actually be worse for you instead of being good, because now you're in a different vibration, you're in a different level, and you need to see yourself as that. But it was really hard. So for the first year, I went into ceremony 8 times, and it was just ceremony after ceremony. I drank multiple times in each ceremony. Each ceremony was so different, so deep. I purged out so much. I purged for hours until I'm like, I cannot do this anymore. But I could. There was a warrior within me, and I activated my warrior energy through my ceremonies. What the medicine really helped me to see is how I was able to heal myself. It took work. So the medicine does 40% of the work, and then the other 60% gets done by you. You're the only person that can do that work. The shaman can help you, the facilitators can help you, but they won't be able to do the work that you can do when you utilize all the tools that we are able to access. YouTube is a great place to access to all those tools. But yoga, meditation, affirmations, sound healing, all these different modalities will really help you with the process of integration after your ceremony. So drinking medicine and going into ceremony won't be the thing that will fix you. It's not a pill that you take and then everything is fixed and it's all good. It's a process that you take, and there's steps that you need to take able to heal yourself in those deeper ways that you're desiring. So how she showed me, it was that I needed to utilize all these other tools and really dig within myself and start doing my shadow work before and after ceremony. Allow the medicine to show me what I needed to change, and do it and change it, because there's a lot of people that go into the ceremonies, get told all kinds of things, and then they don't do absolutely anything that they were told. So the biggest thing is doing your work and committing to your work and to your healing, committing to that healing journey. So she showed me that I needed to stop hanging out with certain people. She showed me that I needed to start taking active steps into understanding my childhood trauma. And then I got really into the chakras and understood what kind of energy each chakra held in my human design, in my energetical field. If you're curious about the chakras and you don't know anything about them, I have a video about the introduction of the chakras and the power of the heart. I'll link below so you can check that out. Maybe it'll be something that will help you in your healing journey as well. But this medicine is very sacred. It can help you in many ways, but it's not a drug. If you're trying to come to ceremony to get blessed off, I don't really think that this is the place for you. This medicine is very ancient. There's a spirit connected to this plant. Mother Ayahuasca is a very kind but rigid mother, and she will show you and she will tell you the things that need to get fixed, but she will do it with so much love, and she will take you in and hold your hand through your healing process, but you have to do the work and you have to know what you're getting into when you come into ceremony. At least a little bit, have the understanding of the type of spiritual surgery you're going through. So if you're thinking about drinking medicine and going into ceremony, there's a few things that I would like to say to you that you should know or do before you drink ayahuasca. The first thing is that you should be drinking ayahuasca and going into ceremony with a reputable shaman, someone that knows what they're doing, someone that has been in the medicine work for a long time. Please do not go into ceremony with amateurs and people that do not know what they're doing. These indigenous people that have gone through a lot of training and that have gotten passed along the information on how they can help us heal. So the first thing will be drink with someone that knows what they're doing. Please do your research. The second thing is, this is not a drug. Again, it's a sacred medicine. If you're looking to blast off, this is not the place to do it. Please be careful on doing it by yourself and doing it without respect and reverence, because there's a lot more behind this medicine than what you think if you think that you can drink it by yourself and just get blasted off. Okay? And I pray for you. And love yourself through all your journey. Commit to your journey and empower yourself into healing yourself. Remember, 40% the medicine, 60% you. But if you're committed, she's committed to your healing as well. And make sure that you have the tools, and make sure that you do your research and figure out the tools that will benefit you specifically through that journey. Breath work, yoga, meditation, sound healing, affirmations, again, all those are great tools to bring into that integration. If you're able to talk to someone, an integrational coach, or if you have any questions about it, please reach out to me. You can leave me a comment. I would love to connect with you. If you're just starting and beginning your healing journey and you want some advice or some information, I would love to help you. And I am so grateful to be able to be here sharing my experience with you all. So grateful with this medicine that helped me heal in so many ways. When I started my ceremonies, I was so lost, so confused, and so lonely. And now I can happily say that I am married to a wonderful guy. We have a beautiful baby and we have a beautiful home and family. We have issues like anyone, but this medicine really has helped us to understand how we can deal with these issues in a different way, how we connect in a deeper level with each other, and how it is so important to do the work and to be an active participant in our lives, not just let things happen and let things sink in and stay stagnant in our bodies. So thank you so much for sharing this space with me. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I love you all.